the re-up is just some bullshit and not real.
Bullshit.
None of the names are real. None of the faces are real. None of the stories are real.
Hey, listen, everybody, it's okay. This is just a joke. It's all fun and games. Don't get your feelings hurt. Everything's said on here, okay? It's just make pretend. All right, puppies?
It deals with people who you started your life off with and what success does to them. People look at you strange saying you changed, like you worked that hard to stay the same, like you're doing all this for a reason. And what happens most of the time, people change. People change around you because they start treating you different because of your success. So you are changing. You don't change who you are, the core of who you are, the things you believe, the things you love, the things you die for, and your principles. You don't change that, but you're going to change who you are. You're going to change, you can't do the same things that you can't hang on the corner. Some people may not be comfortable with that.
Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and kids of all ages, it's the re-up. And here's your host, Dabs Gay.
Yay!
Yay.
Welcome on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 96 of The Re-Up. As always, I'm your boy, Dabs K. Joined on my left by your boy, Bacon. Bacon, say what up.
Oh, what up?
Next to Bacon is Boba D's Nuts. Boba, say welcome on.
What go on, broadcast?
And the best cruise director in the biz, second best mic on the show, coolest backwards hat since 1995, Glammo himself. What it do, buddy?
What it do, homie?
Yeah.
I believe the correct response is, would it be?
What it be?
A wasaw. Is that how it goes? Is there a
What's up,
song, a
man?
hippity hop song?
Would it be? Isn't that how it goes?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know there was a response to it. So what's
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
everybody?
Is that like Assalamu alaikum?
It's like,
Alaikum salam,
what's
my
up?
It is. You throw out, yo, what it do, son? Yo, what it be?
Assalamu alaikum. son.
That's the correct response. How am I schooling you guys? What the fuck?
I didn't-
Because you old, nigga. What you mean?
Let me put you on, young blood.
We don't like talk to people in person anymore, Bofa. Like shit's different.
God damn.
So it's been a wild couple days. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Bro,
Yeah.
the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet.
Okay, I feel like jumping off into it is the best thing to do. Why did your boy storm the Capitol, man?
If you're gonna riot, particularly at least like over like when there was rioting happening over the summer, and there's a difference between protesters and rioters. I'm talking about the people specifically that were burning buildings down. At least they were covering their fucking faces. You're breaking into a Capitol building, a federal building, and smiling for the camera as you're like walking through with destroyed federal property. Like,
You're
obviously you
posing-
have to be dumb to think that was a good idea anyways, but to not even like attempt to cover it up.
No, you're posing. You're posing at the speaker's desk, like.
Right,
It
one
wouldn't
dude
even-
just wearing fucking horns and a bear skin. Like
That's the
that's
dude
what
that
makes.
the Simpsons predicted.
Hey,
I don't know if
that's
y'all
how
know
you
that.
have to do it. Like you gotta go big or go home. Like
dude, that's what it is. He just
like everybody else didn't show up on all. You know they're gonna know who they are, but this guy they really know who this dude is. Like he made a name for himself. I don't know his name, but he's
he
there.
is. So I've done a little research. He's apparently the official shaman of the QAnon,
Yeah, QAnon.
like QAnon group. Which
Is that one of the
I've
one of
heard
the
that word a bunch of
LGBTs?
times. I don't know exactly what QAnon is. It's a far right thing, I think.
Oh, I thought it was one of the alphabets. One of the
No, it's
alphabet people.
it's a conspiracy group.
It's like ultra conspiracy
Yeah,
far right shit,
pro
right?
Trump though. They believe everything Donald says.
So, and you get to dress like Davy Crockett on South Beach.
No,
Hey,
that's just the shaman.
Don't you besmirch the name of the king of the wild frontier, goddammit.
It looked
They
like
killed him a mountain bear when he was only 3, and you'll respect his name.
I seen
Well,
a
I tell you
couple of
what.
gay dudes. I seen a couple of gay dudes on South Beach dressed like that. That's all I'm.
Well, anyway, back on topic though. Those people felt awfully safe just roaming the Capitol.
Yeah, until they climbed through a window and one of them got shot dead.
One of them,
Yeah.
you know that lady
She
was
should've
retired
known
Air Force,
better.
right?
Yeah.
She should. It was the Air Force, but she
It
should have
was
known
retired
better.
Air Force.
Here's the thing, like, should you be breaking through windows and climbing through? No. But you tell me there wasn't a rubber bullet, a mace, a beanbag. There wasn't even like a hey bitch stop in the fucking.
Not when you're sieging the federal building.
Yeah, but they should have done that shit a long time before that point. They should have used non-lethal force to stop that shit from happening, like they do most of the time. When there's riots, they throw gas, they throw the bags, they do a bunch of shit. They didn't just like let them walk through and then afterwards shoot this bitch in the back. Like that's
because they didn't shoot her in the back, they shot her in the chest.
Oh yeah, they shot her right in the face. Yeah,
right here, window. But
I thought it was in the back.
Hey,
No.
hey,
did you see the video? Damn it!
It did stop them from continuing on.
And that's the thing is like these people, and this is what makes them way more dangerous than the shit that we've seen before. These people truly believe that they are patriots, that they are doing what they have to do to save our country, to save our nation. And if that means I got to take a bullet for my country, I'm going to do it until somebody actually does. And then they all realize that they're not about that fucking life.
Yeah, it's not a
And
game.
they all leave. That's the problem is they all think that they are. Like they all think that they're like, 1776, the British are coming. It's like, no, you're all a bunch of fucking pussies.
They're going to level up like Jumanji, right? You're going to bloop, bloop, respawn.
Now, the fact that Capitol Police basically just stepped aside and let them in.
Okay, hold on. I want to address
ridiculous.
that. I want to address that. I want to address two things, right?
Well,
Sorry, I was about to die. But first, I heard the 1776 shit a lot. A lot of the white girls was out there going, it's 1776, man. We starting a revolution.
It was 1776. Old Martha'd still be in the fucking cottage.
Y'all would have got hung. Y'all would have got your heads taken off.
How dare you have an opinion, bitch?
And two, the Capitol Police, I personally feel like was hung out to dry. Okay. The chief failed to see this coming. He failed to read the rhetoric online and believe it to be a true threat and add more security. Okay, that's where he failed. But the people
he has resigned.
He does have fault in this. But the people who came prepared. They had chemical weapons. They were prepared to hurt and if need be kill police.
You mean the shit they were smearing all over the walls?
No, they were. I saw them too. They had pepper sprays and they had other shit that they were spraying the police with. Like that's how they got through the barricades.
Oh yeah, the two pipe bombs.
Here's the thing that
and a van full of Molotovs.
At some point early on, they say that they found two explosive devices, two pipe bombs that they disarmed. Why is that not getting talked about more? I feel like that's a really big fucking.
Serious. The FBI are looking for that guy. It's a shorter white dude in a gray hoodie with jeans.
I just feel like a lot of people like are just like that got mentioned as like a blurb and then just kind of got like
because the Republican Party want to own up to that shit.
That should be a fucking real. That should be a real fucking like.
Well, they don't even claim the Republicans anymore. They're their own.
That's a real point. That's a real point that they need to, because that's domestic terrorism. That's what that is right there. You got fucking pipe bombs like that. That shit needs to be highlighted. Like, hey, these people are out of control. Not like, oh, it's a couple people that are maybe getting out of control. No, these people are fucking out of control.
It's all, if you're storming a building, they're all domestic terrorists. People don't want to hear this, but I said the same. Like if you are committing violence in the name of an ideal, you're a fucking terrorist. I don't care whether I agree or disagree or what your ideals are. If you are committing violence in the name of an ideal, that makes you a terrorist. That's like the definition of terrorism.
No, yeah, for 100.
And Trump took a long time to call the National Guard in too, right? Like he didn't want to like call him in at all. Like
I mean, what's the National Guard? I get your point. He should have done it. I'm a cynical bastard. Like, what are they gonna do? Give them no magazines and send them into fucking DC with their fingers up their asses? Like,
well, no, I mean they got there. They directed traffic when
That's about all them motherfuckers are good for.
It does at least send a message though, like if you have the National Guard there or something, you know.
Well, I mean, it sends a message that you're at least taking this as serious as other issues. Like they have the National Guard out in force in
But like,
fucking,
can you
like Portland, Virginia, places like that. This is the national capital, and people are breaking down fucking doors on federal buildings.
what do you call it? What do you call it when you like incite a riot, but then actually call the National Guard also? How do you?
Well, okay, so there was
new
reports.
Republican Party. I don't know.
There was reports of Trump like in the White House watching all of this unfold on the news, and he was delighted. They said that they were telling him to call the National Guard, and he didn't want to call the National Guard. He held off as long as he could because this is what he wanted. This is what he wanted, and he finna go to jail for it. I honestly feel like at the end of the day, once he's removed from office, he's gonna be in orange, and we're gonna see what it looks like underneath that hair.
I don't think he's gonna go to jail.
I think they're gonna try. They don't send billionaires to jail unless they diddle little kids, and even then, it takes 20 years of investigating.
I don't know. I feel like
I just say, when you have that kind of money, you don't go to prison.
Man, presidents that do like the
I don't know, man. Epstein went to prison.
Shit, though. Yeah, but the presidents that have done wrong shit, they don't really go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They like they get
no
away
one
with
ever
it.
tried to coup. This nigga is gonna get treason charges, man. You don't understand how serious this is. He had people storm the Capitol like 1776.
But he also kind of like saved his ass by he was saying not to, even though he was saying something, he was saying not to.
Nah, nobody believes that anymore. Nobody believes that anymore, bro.
Legally.
He takes like 30 seconds in the beginning of his speech and says like go home, be peaceful, blah 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 blah, and then spends the next 5 minutes reiterating his points about the election being stolen.
We got stolen from us, blah 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 blah. But go home.
You need to go home, but I agree with what you're doing. I agree with why you're there, but you need to go home. But I agree.
I love you.
I agree.
Exactly. So even though he's inciting it, the way he's doing it is in a way where it's not, he's saying don't do it, wink wink, but either way, like I just don't think that they're gonna be able to do shit about it, man.
It's like you start your speech, real calm and then get crunk, like you start your speech and then don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
Yeah, like
for me, it's just because I everybody knows this. Out of everybody on the show, I'm definitely the most right leaning, Republican out of everybody, and I've been so disenfranchised. Like I've been disenfranchised politically my whole life. I don't really agree fully with one or the other, but it's just such an utter embarrassment to the fucking entire party that even like the whole party's now like slowly turning on him. And his supporters are calling them like they're all rhinos, Republican in name only, and they're traitors and scum, and talking about how like, we're loyal to a nation, not the party. Like they're 100% Donald Trump is going to start his own fucking like far right political party and run as an independent or of that party in 2024. I guarantee it.
So
and their symbol is going to be a trumpet.
So do you see Texas and Oklahoma seceding from the Union and becoming President Trump just being the president of those two states?
I could see maybe some dummies trying to fucking, pass that. It'll never happen. They're not going to let people fucking.
Texas is a lot like Florida. It really is.
I hate Texas.
Yeah, well, I think it's a lot worse than Florida.
Nah, man. No, Texas is not bad at all. I like Texas.
I hated Texas.
I like Texas. I
don't speak the language.
I'm scared of Texas.
Yeah,
every rapper I love has been pulled over for heroin possession on their tour bus in Texas.
There's
is it like Houston good?
There's a lot of redneck Browns that I get along with in Texas for some reason.
A lot of cowboy Browns in Texas. You're right.
It's fucking acting crazy.
Anybody else got anything? We got this all off our chests.
I don't know. Donnie's having a sidebar. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Donnie's having his own sidebar conversation with chatting it.
My dude's running it up right there. We go. Y'all ready for the voicemails? We got two.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta let this load. Okay.
From last
it's loading.
No.
Okay. There it is.
Damn, you ain't asked little baby Jesus for new computer for Christmas.
Voicemails.
Meow.
And now, voicemail.
Oh, man.
What about now?
Anyways.
How about
All
now?
right. I have a horrible interconnection tonight, guys.
I don't know what you did, but
internet
you
connection.
just-
An interconnection.
I can't even talk.
You do have a horrible interconnection.
Yeah. You just lit up like Jesus.
Okay. Turn this brightness down. Hold on.
Be like your inner Taylor Swift was trying to get out. That's what it looked like.
Shut up.
Yo, what up, bitches? I haven't talked to any of y'all in so long.
I know
Finally
this
got my
is-
life back together, working again.
Let's see.
But I just wanted to call and say fuck off. And love you guys. Don't mean the fuck off part, but I still love you guys.
Come on, Fitz. You gotta leave it.
Bye.
Hey, man. Love you, Fitz.
I recognize
Good.
that gravelly, smoky voice anywhere.
Everybody, shout out to Fitz. He's been going through it lately, man. He's the worst.
Hey, he look happy in the snow right now, though. He's having a good old time.
He loves it out there, man.
I don't know how anybody could be happy in snow.
He's having
man.
a good
It was
time,
Well,
man.
people without robot legs do function better.
I lived in snow before I had robot legs.
I like how both of you called it robot.
Yeah.
Hey, when in Rome, you know what I'm saying?
Now here we go. That's one.
Hey, Re-Up crew. It is Jalen with another high thought from a non-choker.
Okay.
I'm wondering,
What up?
what's a lower form of human being? People who don't return their cart at the grocery store, especially if they're
That's
close to the front
Bacon's.
or close to a return spot, or people who spit gum into the urinals. I think people who
Parts.
spit gum into the urinals are just better than murderers and a little worse than pedophiles. That might be just me.
Why does that bother you so much? I don't clean your.
Yeah, what's the
Because-
urinal
Yeah,
thing? Hold on.
It's a moral dilemma. It comes down to, do you care about your fellow human beings? I feel like Jalen is a caring human being, unlike the rest of us fucking
Okay.
assholes. And he probably realizes that some poor kid has to come in there and like scrape that shit out of the fucking urinal, and that's bad.
What's the difference between? Okay, what's the difference?
To leave a car in the middle of the goddamn fucking parking lot.
Okay, but I think the card is worse because what's the difference between scrubbing a pubic hair or scrubbing a fucking piece of gum?
Because if
I'm
you don't
getting
get wiped
stuck in
out
the
that
urinal
gun,
either
you gotta
way.
scrape
You gotta
that
get
shit,
stuck,
man.
yeah. Hey, on a separate note, every time I go to a urinal, I always for some reason have to spit, right? And with the mask, every time that I spit when I go to the urinal, the spit always falls right on the mask. And I got so I always go like this when I spit, and I'm like,
That is
oh
a-
fuck.
That's a weird habit. Every time I go to
12
the
years
urinal, I
old,
have to
Mel.
spit. That's a weird.
Jalen just
quirk.
commented in the chat. He
man
said, well, I
child.
might have gotten that one backwards. Which makes more sense to me. People who don't take their cards back or put it in the card corral are
fucking
evil.
monsters. You're
Yeah,
bad people.
monsters.
You don't care about anybody else but
No,
yourself. You're selfish.
No.
Yeah, I always take the car back.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to be a better human, so I've been taking my cart back now.
I feel you.
Mosa,
tell you to
are
kick
you
rocks,
are
but I
you at
appreciate
least a median person? You know, where you shove it in the bushes at least.
That's normally what I do. I'm not doing it anymore. I've changed my ways. Little by little, I'm becoming a better human. But I normally lift it up.
Kick rocks, bitch.
I normally lift it up and put it like on the thing so that it won't roll back.
Mhm.
And then I pretend like I just walk away.
So
and
you
even
pop
if the
a
guy,
wheelie? Is that?
yeah, unless the
that
guys
was
come with the
acceptable
carts with them.
before card corrals were a thing. But now card
That's-
corrals are right there. 7
Yeah,
parking
like you
spaces
go to
from the
Walmart,
front.
Publix, there's 6 million fucking cart corrals in that motherfucker. I will make a point, like as I'm pushing my cart back, I will make eye contact with every fucking person that's closer to the cart corral than I am to make sure like I see you and you better put your goddamn cart back.
Hold on. Hear me out though now. Hear me out though. With so many jobs now being automated, your McDonald's is and stuff like that. I feel like the cart collector is one of those jobs where it's always going to be there if you still have people that leave their carts out. You know what
One
I'm
day
saying?
they're
If you
gonna
just
have-
put all the carts away,
No,
then
because
that's
the
going to
people
take away
that's
from a job.
that's not someone's specific job to get carts. Those people have
Yeah, it
other
is.
jobs they should be doing, and then that's an added task. If they didn't have that added task, they could be that much more efficient.
If they were that much more efficient, there would be less people doing that job
Nah,
because there was more people being
hey,
efficient
hey,
doing it, and it would take
No,
less time.
The
It's,
stock boy,
it's the baggers.
stock
It's
boy-
the baggers, and they run a rotation, one bagger an hour.
My son was a stock boy, and then he went and picked up carts. And
That's Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. They do the stock boys.
I don't. He worked at Woven Dixie, but it was.
Well,
I feel like if depending on the day it is, if it's raining, that would suck. But like I feel like I wouldn't mind going outside to go pick up carts and just chill outside. Like, I would take my fucking time doing that shit.
I was a bag boy on purpose, bro. I'm trying to tell you, we never
These
did.
motherfuckers, they look like they're dying in the fucking parking lot in the middle of the summer.
The old
pushing shit
ones,
up.
the old
That's
guys.
not my problem because I'm not pushing it, but you still like I feel like I'm an asshole in most areas of my life. This is like the one area where I can give back to people. You know what I mean?
That old man should have invested his money better. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, he's just trying to get his retirement. He needs 27 hours a week.
He should have made better investments.
They have to schedule in cart duty because
diversify
you
your
motherfuckers can't
funds.
put your shit away.
No, yeah, it's an hour for every one of them. It's crazy. All right, well, thanks you for the voicemail, sir.
Thanks, Jalen.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Put your carts back. Spit in the urinal.
I also want to thank Master Chef for not leaving a voicemail this week. It's a little,
I think he missed it because he told me he was leaving.
Okay, last
We'll get him
time.
next week.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
It's the sizzle with bacon. It all started out as a simple morning meal. Was cooking it up to give myself a thrill. It made me feel warm as it entered my body. I'd kick it in gear with a potent hot toddy. It gave me my fix. It made my mind right. Fueled me through the day all the way until the night. It's bad for my heart. So why'd I ever start? I don't know. But you can get it anywhere, even Walmart. Wait for a while, as long as it would last. Till my body started begging for some more real fast. Gotta get my hit.
Donnie said everybody trying to get that quarterback up north. That's what
Okay, yeah, I read that shit
Send me
too.
on my trip to that place where I feel warm.
You hear Jay? You see Jalen? Oh yeah, Mo's a racist.
Putting up a fight. It's even got me shaking. There's no doubt about it. I'm addicted to bacon.
I'm addicted to bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. I'm addicted to bacon. Yeah. And I love bacon. I'm addicted to bacon. Oh, bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. I'm addicted.
Okay, all right. Hit the fucking button.
Normally hit that note better too. You're like,
hey, I
It was a
don't know.
little high.
I like that though. Were you that? He needs some cone titty bras like Madonna.
Stupid.
I'm jealous.
Virgin.
Touched for the anyways. All right, so we are actually bringing this one back close to home for me and old Dabs K. We live in Brevard County.
Okay. Brevard goes hard.
A civil rights lawsuit has been filed against Brevard County Public Schools.
Oh,
Shocking.
Teachers Aid has claimed that 5 students between the ages of 7 and 8 at Ralph Williams Elementary School were subjected to repeated physical, emotional, and psychological abuse from their teacher. What makes this so much worse is this is the special needs class being abused by the special needs teacher.
What was he doing?
assistant
What was the abuse? Yeah.
is reporting the teacher.
God damn it, Donnie.
Fuck the kids. I mean, I agree, Donnie, but shit, I need content, bro.
Listen, what did he do to the kids?
So it says frequent and improper uses of restraint, which I'm not sure what that means, but it says infliction of pain by way of touching pressure points and nerves, stepping on toes and fingers with her entire body weight, and improper use of decompression methods resulting in the restriction of a student's ability to breathe. Decompression methods is when they do like the big hug thingy, like make the kids that are like going crazy have like calm down and shit. Apparently, she's just bear hugging them until they can't fucking breathe anymore. All the while, she's recording this on her fucking cell phone, telling colleagues that she would immediately be fired if anybody ever found this footage.
So she know.
She knew damn well what she was doing, and apparently so did the school. So the reason they're filing a lawsuit against the entire school is they're saying that multiple teachers' aides throughout the last year have made a complaint and then were subsequently fired or let go after making a complaint.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how though? Like, what kind of who did she have?
The thing is, with teachers' aides, they come and go. That's that's not a permanent position. And Florida's a right to work state. They don't have to give you a reason to fucking let you go. They can just fire you, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Still don't understand that. Like, how can you have multiple people complain about the same individual? And
because the person they were complaining to obviously didn't give a shit. I don't know if they were.
So why? That's I guess that was my initial question. Like, what? Why? I don't. God, it's crazy to me.
Hey,
she had some sort of dirt on the principal or something. Like, how the fuck does she keep her job?
Yo, those special needs kids, fuck them teachers up sometimes though.
Yo,
like
hey, that special needs strength is real.
Yo, I had a really good friend of mine that she worked with them. Yo, she would be getting fucked up. Like they would fuck her up.
Like it takes a very I'll be straight. I don't have it in me. I don't. It takes a very unique individual to be able to do that because it's fucking hard, man. It's just fucking hard. It's hard enough having one special needs child, but if you have a classroom full of them every fucking day, I understand that. But you don't get to start fucking stomping on kids' fingers and toes. And
that's crazy.
Holds and
Okay. So
okay.
I may have had one of these special needs guys running at me like a crazy person when I was in high school, and I may have or may not have kicked the guy in the chest, like straight up fucking 300 style, beat in the chest. But I mean,
hey, you're supposed to say that off air, not on air.
You don't talk about kicking the retards on air.
Oh, you don't say that either.
But what do you do? This guy's like,
that's not a bad word.
No, never mind. It's okay in this case, right?
It's okay. It's our show.
Actually mentally retarded. That's a clinical definition.
Okay.
Now, if I tell Kenny he's being a fucking retard, then that's me, being fucking wrong.
That and the gay thing. Sometimes I don't know when it's okay. You know.
Glad everybody's clear on the N-word though. I mean,
nope.
If you say it, you gotta say my friend Kenneth said it's okay.
No. You don't put my whole government name on that shit in the middle of the show.
I ain't gonna whisper it. I ain't gonna think about it. I ain't gonna sound it out. Nothing.
I want to stand.
Everybody knows y'all remember the story I told on the other show when the special reached under the stall and grabbed my pants leg.
Oh man.
Dad was trying to get an old-fashioned handy from the special in the
stall. I did.
They'd be jerking all crazy. You better be careful. You
like they didn't put a lawsuit on
there.
No, well, I mean, I went and told on him. I went and told his boss, and apparently the specials.
Dabs was snitching early. Look at him.
I did, Brian.
Snitches is day one. Dabs, that is a mentally handicapped person. How dare you?
I didn't. Oh God, bro! I came out the stall ready to fight. You don't even understand. And then I hit the corner. It was like, oh, special.
Everything is awesome.
I don't want to get beat up by no special in the bathroom. That would just be bad. It was a bad look. So.
Yeah, no, you can't fight.
I'd like to say the special charged at me, and I feel like I took the least infliction of pain that I think I could have dealt out.
Oh,
she said Dad's ready to tell right now.
Hey, I took a picture of his hand. He grabbed me like 3 times. I took a picture of his hand and everything. Like, y'all don't remember the story?
Wait, you were taking pictures of a special grabbing your dick? You can't do that.
Oh my God! I can't stand you right now.
You take a
how old were you? Because there could be other legal implications. Don't be showing that picture around.
He said he don't remember. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what are we even talking about?
You Miyagi doed him, son?
I ran out of that. Oh god, y'all gonna talk about your old man on this show?
You gave him the bonsai?
The only people I know that are
Miyagi-Do.
watching that shit are 35 and older.
Oh,
you
yeah,
love it.
You gotta have the nostalgia.
That's where it is.
nostalgia.
I've seen Karate Kid like on TV, like bits and pieces of it, but it's just not. I don't have that nostalgia for that other people have.
You gave him the old bonsai tree?
I just feel like karate's kind of like for pussies, isn't it? Like karate's doesn't actually accomplish anything.
I mean, tell it to Bruce Lee wasn't no pussy. That
Bruce Lee
motherfucker-
did
Bruce Lee
Wing Chun
did
Kung Fu. That wasn't fucking karate.
He did Kung
Oh.
Fu, which is Kung Fu.
Oh, no.
Kung Fu
And that's why, like, I
is
grew up watching Ip Man and all
from
them
China's.
shits.
Karate is from Japan.
Yeah. Oh, I think karate's Korean, isn't it?
No, karate's Chinese.
There's
Is
a
it Chinese?
Shotokan karate, which is Korean.
I don't fucking know.
Oh no, Mr. Miyagi was badass, son. I'm just saying.
He
All
was
I know is
Okinawan.
I was watching Ip Man take out like 10 people at once while Miyagi was waxing fucking cars and shit. That's all I'm saying.
I have heard karate being referred to as women's self-defense.
Like, they made an entire show about two old guys taking a women's self-defense course. That's what Cobra Kai sounds like to me.
I don't know.
I
I'll
mean,
tell
it's
you what I
pretty
do
much-
want to take. I want to take some of those Krav Maga classes. That Israeli
Oh,
shit.
that shit's crazy. Krav
Kaka what?
Maga.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
It's what
That's,
all the Israeli army like uses for their martial arts.
that's Tim
It's
McGraw's
just about
cousin.
killing and breaking and snatching and tearing.
It's Tim McGraw's Israeli cousin. Krav Maga.
Anyways, Becky, next story.
Why is Donnie talking about pasta in the
I don't know.
I have no idea. It's like that's the Krav Maga sauce.
My shit's delayed. That's the
Oh, that shit Big Ziti. Why he tried you like that, Bubba? Damn it.
All right, so I feel like most of us have probably heard about this one at this point, but we're gonna talk about it anyways because it's fucking wild. Denmark.
Okay.
Isn't that where you're from, Dad?
Same thing. Starts with a D. Danemark or Nethermark or some shit like that. It's all the same.
Devon Mark.
Anyways,
My brother's
they've
listening.
decided that
Make him beat y'all up. He's bigger than me.
I don't know. I feel like either way, a black person from that area is just weird.
not from goddamn black guy from Denmark. What's he gonna do? Clog me to death?
Oh shit! Yo, son, hold on, real quick. I was at Best Buy yesterday, and there was a black dude wearing those wooden shoes.
No,
No
you're
way.
lying.
You're such a lie. Where's the picture? Where's the fucking picture?
My life.
Show me
I
the
was like-
picture.
And I asked him. I was like, I don't know if he stole them or whatever. But I was like, yo, you got some clogs on, and he was like, no, they wooden shoes. That's what he told me.
Yo, why didn't you take a picture though? What was the?
He was in passing.
He said, "No, they're not clogs. They're wooden shoes. Shut. Watch your mouth."
He was walking out of the store. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Denmark, Shun.
I can't.
Denmark, Shun. Denmark.
I swear to
I
God, I was
can't.
like, I have seen. You're the second black person that I know with wooden shoes.
Get it right. He makes wooden shoes.
See, that's a
Have
weird
made a pair when I was
A pair,
4 years old.
one pair.
Hold on. I'd like to take a poll. Show of hands. Who's ever whittled a pair of wooden shoes in their childhood? Dabs K.
You and that other black guy I saw at Best Buy yesterday.
You sure?
I don't even know how to explain this shit, son. I never seen. I was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
Do they
I was like,
do they have soles in them, or is it just all wooden?
Oops, I would. So
What's
No,
the
you lose
point?
your soul walking around in those bitches.
it's because it's
I did a
wet.
double take because I thought I was tripping. I was like, "Am I imagining this?" Because we talked about it on the show.
Wait, they wear wooden shoes because it's wet?
No, because it like it's a very
Doesn't that make
it's
the
a
shoes
very
heavier?
low there's a lot of water, the dikes and they pump water out. There's a lot of shit.
Whoa. You
Oh,
can't
wait,
say
I don't
that.
think that's.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
Say that.
I think that's one of the times where you can't use it.
I don't think they like wood.
No, so like back in the olden times, like they made the shoes out of wood and sealed them up so that like they wouldn't get their feet all soggy. It was like because it was always wet and marshy.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Anyways,
But that happened.
That's what mom told me. I don't know. Like,
Hey, that's the most sense that I can make of it. I mean that.
Dabs' people, the Denmarkians, have decided to come out with a new animated series aimed at 4 to 8-year-olds about John Dillerman, the man with the world's longest penis, who overcomes hardships and challenges with his record-breaking genitals.
It says, specifically 4 to 8-year-olds.
Yeah, it was aimed particularly from 4 to 8-year-olds, and it's in case y'all missed it the first time, it's about the man with the world's longest penis overcoming hardships and challenges with his record-breaking genitals. When I tell you this man's over here like fishing and grilling hot dogs with his fucking pinstripe dick, like his dick has he's wearing, I'd imagine, like a 1920s like male striped bathing suit. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Like the ones you guys.
Where is this? Where is this?
I don't know. I mean, it's in Denmark. You tell me.
Did you YouTube it?
Why are your Europes all weird?
What I don't understand is so people are obviously like freaking out and saying what the fuck. Saying that it's perpetuating the standard of a lot of fucking big words that I'm not gonna name because I don't give a fuck. The show creators, in their defense, say that John Dillerman talks to children and shares his way of thinking, and kids do find genitals funny. So it's okay. The show depicts, this is a direct quote, the show depicts a man who is impulsive and not always in control, who makes mistakes like kids do, but crucially, Dillerman always makes it right. I want to pause.
Did you say Dillerman?
Dillerman is
Dillerman, that's his name.
Diller.
What does that mean in
Diller.
Denmark?
Diller is Danish slang for penis.
Yeah, Diller.
Man is how they would say man. So his name literally translates in English to penis man.
Rubber dillers.
I mean,
Anyways,
I know that
he takes responsibility for his actions, and when a woman in the show tells him that he should keep his penis in his pants, he listens, which is nice. That's a direct quote from the executive producer of the show.
I mean, I like in Europe though. This is crazy, but like in Europe, they are more like with like sex, like not in sexuality, but like the body and stuff like that. They're not as like.
My brother just said it in the chat. They're not as afraid of sex.
This is all around weird, right? Like, I
mean,
mean,
kids,
it's totally weird to Americans. 1000% weird to Americans.
No, dabs.
So for you, it's normal.
Okay.
So you're okay with this?
No, I'm American. I don't like
the
this
record.
shit.
For the record, it's weird to South Americans too. Put in
our vote.
That's why I said the Americans.
South Americans.
I said the Americans.
In
like
the West,
I lived in Europe for 3 years and did a lot of wild shit. I still don't think we would have been super cool with the world's longest penis man teaching the kids on Saturday mornings. That's all I'm saying.
Like here's the thing. I'm not saying I don't want to watch one of these cartoons, but I want it to be like an Adult Swim. You know what I'm saying?
Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Now,
This is an Adult Swim cartoon.
This isn't
not
the
a fucking,
first time.
Saturday morning eating cereal, eating your Lucky Charms, fucking watching Dillerman.
It's not the first time that this television studio has put out something that other people have called questionable. And apparently one of their like long-running popular shows is about a man who curses, smokes a pipe, and refuses to take a bath. They have another character who apparently loves cross-dressing, which I don't see.
This is a kids network ran by some degenerate fuck.
Yeah, they have another show that's called Ultra Strips Down, which is aimed at kids 11 to 13 and has apparently rampant nudity in it.
Is this the kids grooming network? Is that what this is?
Well, So and this is what happens. This is what happens when you completely get rid of like censoring, right? Like when you go one way or the other way to the to the extreme. Because like if there was any type of censoring, that shit wouldn't happen. But there's apparently no censoring there.
They ain't got no FCC out there.
No, not a neonatal.
No, it's not even a little bit.
Yeah,
Their final statement on it was, well, we could have easily made a program about a woman with no control over her vagina, but we didn't. And the most important thing is that kids enjoy John Dillerman.
Yeah, nobody's gonna enjoy that vagina woman.
That's like
Wow.
that was like
Okay,
their
okay,
final
okay.
mic drop statement on the whole
Jesus Christ.
situation. Well, we could have made one about a pussy, so fuck you.
So this is why everybody has had that foreign friend, that comes to this country and you're like, you can't do that, buddy. Whoa, take it easy.
Body.
Hey, buddy, nobody.
Hey,
Don't do that,
no,
buddy.
no. In America, you'll get locked up for that shit. And this is why. It's because of these John Dillerman cartoon types.
That shit's fucking ridiculous. But no, that's Europeans are fucking weird, man. And I understand that Europeans are much more open as far as sexuality and body shit, but you shouldn't have a children's show aimed at toddlers about the man with the world's largest penis. It's just, I don't care what your fucking moral standards are. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why?
Look, it's body shaming. Like, they're gonna look at like, why isn't my penis that long? That's not a good. You're really gonna.
You're gonna have little boys walking around just tugging the shit out of their junk even more than they already do. Like, why does mine look like Dillerman? Like his go-go gadget dick. It's not how it works.
This is a boy with a rock hanging from his dick. I want Dillerman penis.
Yeah, what happens the first boy that goes fishing with his dick?
Dilly was using his diller to filler.
Yo, them sturgeon in the English Channel.
Hey,
no.
Right off.
It kind of looks like some shit on Adult Swim though, like the graphics. Like I'm looking at the picture of
It's
it.
some Gumby shit.
Like yeah, some Gumby shit.
Like claymation.
Hundo P. It's weird.
I'm gonna watch that shit when we're done with the show.
Fucking weird.
Okay. Adult shit is fine, but it's
For
definitely
kids.
little
Oh no,
kids,
not
like,
for
come
kids.
on,
No,
man.
fuck no,
Like,
hell
what
no.
the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. There you go.
All right, well,
all right,
that's
Dillerman.
it. How about that? You got any more? You got another one? You got one more?
I got another quick one. This one just makes me laugh. We talked about this, I think, earlier in the year that years ago, a man had put like $1 million treasure and hid it in the mountains of Wyoming and basically gave out like a poem to lead people to it. And somebody eventually discovered it, I think, last year. So this man is in search for that treasure. Apparently, he missed the memo that they already found it. Like, not only did somebody say they found it, but the guy that buried the treasure in the first place confirmed that the guy found it. Like, it's not just some bullshit. So he decided, though, that the real treasure hadn't been found and was in a restricted part of Yellowstone, in a graveyard that has 35 graves built between 1888 and the 1950s. Most of them for soldiers, civilian employees of the army, and so it's a military graveyard from the 1800s. And he went there with a shovel and started digging up fucking graves.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, this guy should.
He's now facing up to 12 years in prison for like
only 12.
Like desecrating a fucking corpse, damage of federal fucking property, like trespassing.
They
all
should just
kinds of crazy shit.
Toss him in Old Faithful.
You know what happened? He came up with that story at the end. The whole I was digging for X, but like he knew he was just looking for like what those people were buried with. You know what I'm saying? Like, what were they?
Grave robbing?
Yeah, just like trying to check out the gold chains and shit, the watches, whatever the fuck they were buried. Yeah, something like that.
Doesn't make sense because like he's like, yeah, I was searching for the Finn treasure. Like, dude, the treasure got found already, bro. Like, imagine doing 12 years for digging up bodies looking for a treasure that has already been found. Like, everybody already knows it's been found because they made a big deal out of them finding it.
Because it sounds way better than saying I was digging up dead bodies to look for their I was grave digging.
That's 100% how you get haunted, Jalen. 100%. But yeah, so the man's 54 years old. I doubt they're gonna fucking put him in prison, honestly.
Why?
Because they tend to go easy. Like it's it's a non-violent crime, a quote unquote victimless crime. And he's an old white guy in Wyoming. Like they're probably gonna let him go with some probation or some shit.
I mean,
I don't know if you desecrate my granddaddy's grave, man. I might fuck you up.
Now that's a different thing. They might let him go, and then they might do some Wyoming justice up in them hills. That's a different situation. But legally, I don't think they're gonna do anything.
Nah, they will legally, but it'll be civilly. If anything, it'll be through civil courts. If they're not gonna do it that way, I think they should do it both.
Yeah, the state or family members of the graves he desecrated. Somebody will probably file a civil suit against him at the very least.
Yeah, so my grandfather's of some kind of great grandfather's some kind of Civil War hero, and you desecrate his grave. My grandfather could have fucking killed a baby, and if you desecrate his grave, I'm still gonna be mad. You know what I mean?
My granddad's grave is what he's trying to say.
Fort Yellowstone National Cemetery. And it says that he was digging from October 2019, so about 3 months before the treasure was found, but then continued digging until May of last year.
Oh, he had bad reception.
Like he was already catching bread out them bodies, man.
He spent 5 months. Like what? There's only 35 graves, bro. What was you digging for 5 months? I guess if you're one old man, like maybe they buried him deep. I don't.
One old man though. You're right. It took him 2 weeks to
looking for that hidden chamber.
It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, no. He's gonna get arraigned in March 17th in Casper, Wyoming.
Oh,
good luck, old man.
Casper, Wyoming.
Crazy old man.
That's all I got.
All right, let's slide off in. Anybody got to make pity? We can slide off right in the internets, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, internets.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, did you see that? That was some crazy shit, bro.
I am gonna post this on my Facebook. Man, fuck the internet. The internet ain't shit.
Oh no, this is the end. Nice.
No. Ooh, wow.
So first up on the internet ain't shit.
What do we got, baby?
This is where we at. Hold on, I have it up on the screen. Boom.
Okay. So this is, I thought this was like bullshit, but this is real. This is vagina, vaginal steaming. Hoo-ha V-spa. Vaginal steaming.
What is a vaginal steam?
It's okay. So I was laughing at this, and my wife was like, "No, this is some real shit. I've seen it in Miami. She hasn't done it, but she knows people that have done this shit, and it's supposed to be real good for the hoo-ha."
Oh, there's one in Winter Park.
You steam the clam.
Yeah, you guys want to know what it is? It says in vaginal steaming, often described as a facial for the vagina.
Get the
vagina facial.
A woman squats over a bowl of steaming water infused with herbs. Procedure has been used in ancient medicine for centuries, but has reemerged in spas. So basically, they make a steaming bowl of like herbs and spices. I don't know if they use it in the Colonel's recipe or what. I don't know.
That'd be great though. If you could make that shit taste like
the bitch like squats over it and just like wafts the steam into her fucking vagina.
If you could make it smell like 12 herbs and spices, I'm in. Son.
Right? Like I'm already about that life, but if you want to increase it.
Hoo-ha V-spa.
I've never heard of this. Do you think they
I have heard of this before.
Where is this?
I'm not this place, but I've heard of the whole steaming thing. I wasn't aware of the reasoning for it. I know it was something to make your pussy smell better or your pussy to look better or some shit. But I remember
Does it get rid of the curtains? Does it draw back the curtains?
No, there's zero scientific evidence that it does anything other than just steam your vagina. If anything, though, I feel like the steam makes it more wrinkly. If you got a curtain issue, you may not want to be steaming it.
You think there's somebody there? So there's somebody up in there steaming them.
I thought you're supposed to steam curtains.
Yo, how do you put that on your job resume?
I was a vagina steaming technician.
home.
You just put I worked at the spa.
I worked at the spa.
I was
a spa tech.
Yeah.
I was a Stanlet steamer.
Bro, there's a whole market I'm looking at that's dedicated to vaginal steaming that I've like. What? That's a weird Google y'all should get into at some point. I'm just saying.
I don't think I want to Google that.
Tabs K, the amount of shit you've already Googled, this is probably the most vanilla.
They have vaginal
wait.
steaming. You have vaginal steaming in Tuscaloosa. Go ahead. Sorry.
You should know what I'm saying. You should be able to see this on YouTube, right? Because it's the same thing as the shaving or whatever you talk.
Somebody look up vaginal steaming.
Let's find out.
Right
I'm
now.
gonna look it up. Right. I can't share mine though.
That's medical, right? It's not.
I mean, they're not gonna let us have it on. I don't. You know what? I don't fucking know.
No, we're not putting anything.
No, there are videos. I don't know if they're showing it, but there are videos.
As the person that controls the live stream, no.
They ain't gonna get us live. It's the YouTube that's gonna get it. But if it's on YouTube already, then you know.
You're sharing on YouTube from YouTube.
If you and your if you're in a bar, Nick Cock is in our chat and says that he found out about this at a bar from some random drunk chick who was just felt like telling him that she and her friend had steamed vaginas. Is that a pickup tactic? Like, hey, I got some fresh steamed crabs going down here in the basket, if you know what I'm saying.
Do you chase that with a horseradish in cocktail and vodka?
I am inquisitive though. I wonder if it works. Like what the difference is. Like
I like citrus. Can she steam it with oranges?
I did like Mo's comment though. He's like, "Can I use that on my nuts to get the wrinkles out?"
Oh yeah.
It might. I mean, they do steaming to
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Can I get a pair of 20-year-old nuts by steaming them? Is this like
Dabs K's got a look on his face saying that he's probably gonna steam his nuts at some point tonight.
Look, I'm definitely gonna see what happens.
Hey,
he's a scientist. He's got to find out.
It's for science.
Here's the thing though, like if they steam it and then it's all warm and you get in it, I'm just saying that don't sound bad, but it's got to be immediate. Then it makes sense.
They will come.
I don't know. Hey, but what's the steam temperature like set at? Because
can you scald your vagina?
Yeah, you can. I'm sure you can.
Your vagina's not like scalding.
Ooh, that's a weird fucking hole to get into.
Vaginal
scalding vagina.
Vaginal scalding.
Oh god.
You yelled at my vagina.
No, I did not mean vaginal swelling.
That's vaginal scolding. That's different.
Look, a woman got second degree burns from vaginal steaming last year.
You got blisters on your hoo-ha. You're like,
a
I swear to God,
woman.
It's not herpes, it's steam.
They got vaginally steamed.
Yo, this says that after 2 sessions of sitting atop a pan of boiling water mixed with unknown herbs, the results, which included an alarming discharge, sent her to the emergency room.
That's called a melted cheese.
Yeah, I don't want to try that steamy pussy anymore.
She had a stage 4 vaginal prolapse and was trying to steam that bitch
anymore.
No,
Yo,
I need
a lot of her
I need
pussy.
all of y'all to pause for a second. She had stage 4 vaginal prolapse and was trying to steam that bitch back up inside.
That's what you do, isn't it?
No, you gotta put vinegar.
Then it's her fault, right? If she had a prolapse vagina.
Raekwon told me you got to put vinegar on your ginger. Or was that
her
Ghostface?
entire cervix was completely outside of her vulva?
I don't know. Well, get back in the Volvo then. I drive.
Bro, once you hop out the motherfucking whip, you can't stuff it back into Volvo. That's not how it works.
you stuff it back in and use duct tape. No,
Okay.
I've heard of a prolapse butthole, but I've never heard of a prolapse.
Oh yeah,
JJ.
you can get a prolapse vagina.
It's
I didn't
actually
know that
more
was a
common than
thing.
you'd think after childbirth and shit. Typically, they
falls out.
They do
falls right
surgery.
out.
They fix it. It's not a big fucking deal. But this bitch just let it go, and she was trying to steam it back in.
That's not the same as like the roast beef, right? It's different.
No, this is when you know how like you have like the vagina is
Yeah.
kind of like a sleeve to a hoodie, and then when you pull your arm out the sleeve and it gets like pulled inside out.
Yeah, it's like an inside out sleeve.
Prolapse. Yeah, it's an inside out sleeve. Usually it's your buttholes, but this time it was her vagina. Apparently,
I've never heard of that. That's that's unfortunate. For
Can
her.
you steam your vagina back in place? Like, what is
No.
this?
No,
She
you not.
tried it.
No,
You don't
no,
want to
no.
do that. You might get blisters.
Apparently, you can't.
She definitely did.
Second
She
degree
definitely
burn.
did.
You gotta get like kind of wallpaper glue behind it. to
You
get
know,
really,
you know
like-
what probably happened? You know what probably happened? She did the normal temperature. Was like, nah, this shit ain't gonna work. She like turned it up.
Do you think it was like hanging down and maybe it was just kind of like getting splashed?
I
on
don't
by
know.
the
This is
paint?
not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
belong here.
This is the worst thing I think we've
I
ever talked
need a
about.
See, oh my god, the other one would be like the other cartoon would be like this in the woman form. It would be like a prolapsed vagina, and that was the difficulty living with it because it was a big penis or a prolapsed vagina.
The world's
That's it.
largest prolapse butthole.
That's right, Jane.
Okay,
Vorman.
we're gonna move on now.
Dabs, you need to call your Danish contacts and get us a
God
fucking
damn
hookup.
it! I'm not.
Jane.
I'm done with
Vajilerman.
this.
It's us.
I don't have Danish connections.
Danish
That's the
Connection.
name of the show, The Danish Connection.
They can't. Why
Okay,
won't it
okay.
full
So
screen?
this is a game. I don't know. Mo put this in the chat. But it's like they're playing Hungry Hippos, but they're jerking off two penises. The end game is the end
So
game.
loud.
It's
Chrissy's behind.
all over their faces. I don't understand.
Who's the winner? Who is the
Can't
winner
turn it
here?
down.
Wait, does it jizz on you when you're done?
Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her. Yeah, it's just all over her. Yeah.
It just
I-
all over them.
I don't know
How
who's
did
the
how
winner
did
in
you
that
talk these
situation.
bitches into playing that?
Your brother said you're bullshit, and he's on the phone with his Danish contacts right now.
God damn it.
Appreciate you, Sean.
God damn it. Don't play in to their shit or else it'll never end, bro. God damn it. God
Hey,
damn
so
it.
this is like the handheld version of that other arcade one, right? With the big one at the fair. Where they're
Is there?
jacking them
No,
off
I
over
don't
here.
know that one.
Remember the one
I've
where the
never
guys
jacked off a carny and got a reward.
No,
for
no,
it.
no,
Is
we
that-
did it.
that a Colombian fair? Like, what is that?
Not even
No,
a
it's
free
one of the-
ticket?
it's one of the like meme videos or whatever the fuck they post of that shit, and it's like it's the arcade game. You see the guy going like this and whacking off the like a whack-a-dick.
No, we didn't have those where I came from growing up. No.
Oh man.
Jalen asked, is that winning or losing? I feel like they both got came on, so
They're winning.
it was a
I feel
tie.
like
It was a
From our
tie.
perspective.
you would think the person that doesn't get splashed is the winner, but then that means that she wasn't stroking fast enough. so
No,
is
they
the
both
point
got
not-
splashed.
I know, just the one guy. They
No,
both did.
both of them, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
seen
the
it. I
splash.
watched it like 8 times. It was hilarious.
I
Both
didn't
of
see
them
the
got
splash.
it. Both of them. I'm scared it might get, they was jacking a thing, so I'm the one. I'm not gonna show it again.
Oh, they probably have to pump it fast enough before the time hits, and that at some point it just keeps you gotta pump it faster or some shit, or you gotta squirt it both.
Yeah, that's what he told him was. What the fuck is this shit, Bofa?
I don't know. You closed the.
There's nothing
Yeah,
there.
window, I can't see
Oh,
anything.
that was so good because a lot of things came up on the screen that shouldn't have. I'm so glad that happened, actually. Boom.
That was on purpose. Okay, so
This
this
shit makes me want to throw up.
This looks like a New York subway. I cannot confirm whether it is or it isn't. But this is a guy that's licking a boot. He is straight up licking a boot like if it's a popsicle. It's a dirty boot. And I'd also like to give a big shout out to Black. Black said, our boy Black in Vegas, he said that there's got to be some dead chick somewhere laying in an alley that he stole that boot from.
Right, like he murdered someone and took that boot from him, right?
No,
Like,
that's
the heel,
that's
right?
dirty for real though.
This,
Dabs, I stopped looking at the screen like right after you turned it on. I can't.
you know,
man.
Oh,
you know,
that's dirty for real. Oh no, that's like for real dirty. Oh no.
yeah,
You
you
can
know,
watch this.
he don't want to go to
He's
work for the
chewing
next 2
on it.
weeks.
Oh my God.
He's trying to get corona, so you don't have to go to work for the next 2 weeks.
Keep throating the heel.
Oh.
No way! No!
Oh, now he's deep.
Oh my
yeah.
No way!
I can watch people get maimed, murdered, falling off fucking cliffs. I don't give a shit. I can't watch this shit, man.
Oh my god, I'm for real gonna throw up if I keep. Oh my god.
Ooh, he's licking the bottom of it. The bottom of it.
Oh
He's
my
licking
god.
the bottom of
He
it.
cleaned that. He
He
starts
cleaned that
chewing.
Joker.
Like he gets a little bit of like a crunch and starts chewing and then goes right back at it.
Oh god, he cleaned that Joker. Oh no.
Oh
no.
That boot looked like it just came off of a jockey's boot, like that. Just somebody that just went horseback riding.
That had a heel on it, right? Like that was a woman's boot.
It was a woman's boot. It had a heel. He murdered somebody, stole that boot.
He stole the boot.
He murdered somebody for sure.
That was his high school sweetheart or somebody. I don't know. Like,
Oh, okay, this is the lastest one. I added this one. Nobody's seen this one yet. It's a man. When I saw the bootlicker, I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I want to save it for the show, and I'm
so
sorry
weird that the bootlicking didn't bother. I mean, it did bother me seeing it, but it didn't bother me watching it, like the eye squirting thing or something like that.
Well, how about this one?
I can watch death and destruction all day, but don't be licking boots, man.
Oh god, the last one just fucking froze up on me. That's so stupid. I gotta hold on. I gotta reload this. Give me a second.
Loading.
The bootlicker was gross, bro, but I found like one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Boom.
Oh, I
it
think I
came
know
up.
which one this is.
Dude, this is like I was like, well, I see your bootlicker, Bofa, and raise you the rat licker.
Whoa. See, I don't know. This bothers me less than the boot.
That's a gerbil.
You know what?
That's
It
not a rat.
absolutely does. A lot less than the boot.
Yeah, this bothers me less than the boot, 100%.
they're still gross.
Oh, that's disgusting.
But it's in Baltimore. Yeah, it's in Baltimore. It's looking.
I can convince myself that she's washed that thing, like it's clean. We
That's
all
a-
saw
is that
how
a man or a
nasty
woman?
that. That's a woman, right?
No, that's a
man. No, that's a woman.
That's a woman.
How do you
Oh,
know
see,
it's a
now
woman?
it might be a man. I don't know. It's 2021. You can't ask that question.
You know what? Touche, sir.
You know what?
Touche.
It's
That's
an
it.
awfully
I'm done.
If it's a dude, he's got the deep V. That's what it. That's what
The
it is.
deep,
The
deep
V.
V.
That's the deep V is what's fucking.
Yeah, I
don't know.
It's either It's either like a 50-year-old woman or like an 80s rock star.
Like an 80s rock star. Okay, I see where you're going. I follow.
Tyler, we
I
don't know.
follow. God damn it. Yeah, you're right, Jalen. My internet's really ain't shit.
But you.
Oh yeah, no
right.
pooter today, so no reboot or control or delete, whatever we call it. I don't know. The reboot, yeah, reboot. I keep man, some habits never die. Some habits never die, man.
That's right.
It was a great show. You guys have fun? I had fun. You guys have
Oh, we had
fun?
a good time. Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hey,
Had some
call me
laughs?
for a home inspection.
And
Let
book
him
a
shit on
cruise.
your dream
Come
house.
on, just buy a cruise from Mo. It's cool if you don't even have to go on it. It's fine.
It seemed like it felt like Dabs pressed the wrap it up button. He was like, wrap it up,
Wrap
B.
it up. 100%. That's a wrap it up button.
What are you talking about, guys? It's the end of the show. Bye.
That's it. I want to get my face licked.
So I'ma do this
Yeah.
shit.
Average is dab getting consistent pussy. The show